weekly review. So we've got a little bit of time this morning. There's a couple of things I want to run through and setting up my charts for the new week and the new month. And we're going to get through the S&P, a few currency pairs, the DAX, and also have a look at the NASDAQ. So stay tuned and let's see. Well, let's get right into it. So firstly, on the S&P, we actually closed on a pretty bullish high as we were buying into the close. Now, this level here that we've been watching all week, I just want to get a little bit zoomed in so we can just get it. You can see we've been looking at this level most of the week, which was 32.7, and we flirted with it. We'll have a look on the lower time frames, but now we've got a solid close above that level. Okay, the next level that we need to pay attention to is pretty much where we are. Not much there, just this one lonely little swing low, and then we have another level higher up. So pretty much 37.2, and then we have 31.83. As bizarre as this is. Anyway, looking at the 8 hour. 8 hour gives us a really good understanding of what's going on, and you can pretty much ask anybody which direction this is going, and it's one-way traffic to the upside. So I do expect this to continue. This was a pretty bullish candle. We came back and tested this area here of 30.27, kind of had two closes below it before the buyers came in going into the close. Now, if I just drill down to the hour, you'll see what I mean. Those last 3 hours of trading is pretty much what happened. And you can see it wasn't really a level that we bounced off here. I mean, you take your pick which one you want to get to, but I really didn't expect the buying. I actually expected just to meander down and just hover down here somewhere just above the 3,000. So you can see we got all the way down to 3,000, and then the buyer stepped in and drove this market up, which is a good 65-point rally. Anyway, going into next week, I don't expect this, I don't see any reason why the trend should not continue. I think what we do have, though, is a bit of a break. We've got not a break, but we've got a fairly solid trend line here that we bounced off. So what I'll be looking for is entries long. One of the entry areas would be 30.39. Another area would be on a break. Let's just get this level here. So 30.39 is the one area you can see a lot of congestion here, and then also what we're looking for is 30.58. So those are kind of the areas that I would expect to be defended. And even if we do pull back, we are still in this upward channel as well. So if I do that, you'll see what I mean. So we're in a fairly solid upward channel. So yeah, I'm looking for opportunities to buy. And to be honest, 3,000 was definitely an area to buy, but that late on a Friday afternoon, not my style. Anyway, Euro USD. So we have broken through, and I've got a couple of levels drawn in here already. But what I want to highlight here is we have broken through this area here. So get the level quickly, which is 1.10188, which was basically the previous swing high. Okay, now you can see we sort of spiked down, up, and then went sideways. And now what we've done is we're pretty clearly in an upward trend right now, and we have created a higher high. Now, I'd like to see a pullback back into this block that I have here, come and test this break. So, somewhere between 110, 188, all the way down to 109,799. Somewhere in that area, I'd like to see price come down, test that area for another opportunity to get long. Okay, last week pretty much had quite a few longs in play, specifically on this pair, and that's what I would expect to continue. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking for pullbacks onto structure, and then make sure that we get some kind of bullish setups, like an engulfing bar, inside bar, pin bars. You can see engulfing bar, anything like that, off structure, and creating a new higher high on one of the lower time frames, and that's going to get me long. When I say lower time frames, we're looking probably at the hour, which is what I prefer trading on currencies. So to give you an indication of that, you can see, let me just get rid of this quickly, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here is structure. You can see prices tried to, we've gone up below it, came up above it, and we came onto it. And here you can see that we had a bit of consolidation or a flag onto structure. Okay, and then immediately if we zoom in, you'll see the structure we're looking at here. There's an engulfing, there's a pin bar, okay, off structure, and you can see low, higher low, higher low. Okay, that's enough of a signal for me to get long with a stop just below this area here. Okay, and you can obviously take your measured moves accordingly, but that was a perfect example of waiting for something to transpire. Okay, so yeah, so I think this is going to continue, Euro USD. This is definitely something that I'll be looking at next week. And question is where it's going to. That's the big question at the moment. So we are off a bit of structure at the moment. So not really interested in being long there. I want to see price come back onto structure. And this area here, 110.331 is another area that we'll definitely have to look at. Okay, just looking at the Aussie dollar as well, Aussie dollar USD. As you can see, after the massive fall, we are gradually making a recovery, and this trend is to the upside. Okay, we have got quite a bit of congestion here. If we just zoom in, you'll see quite a bit of congestion happening here. Big up, big down, big up, big down off a level. Look to the left, you can see this level. Okay, you see how price is touching it there, how price used it as, well, rejected it there, used it as resistance, and we're now using it as resistance at the moment. However, what is transpiring is we are forming a flat top triangle. Okay, so what I would basically anticipate here is a break through this area, and this area here is 0.66728. Break through that, a retest of that on the 8 hour, and that's going to be enough confirmation for me for another set of longs. If we drill down to sort of let's just get the 4 hour first. If you drill down to the 4 hour, you'll see looks a bit congested, sorry, but that's definitely happening off structure as well. Here's the previous swing high, and we're using it as support at the moment. Okay, so that's definitely an area that I'd be looking to break next week, and break up, retest, that should get us longs again. So Aussie dollar, US dollar is also something to watch out for. Okay, basically it's just playing on dollar weakness at the moment, so that's what the move is. If we move down to the British pound, Japanese yen, so been a fairly interesting pair because down, a little bit of a pullback down, but look at this rounding bottom here. Okay, so you can see lower low, lower low, lower low, higher low, higher low. Watch what's happening here. Higher is a lower high from the previous one, and then we have a higher high. So this to me has potentially changed its trend. Okay, it is on a bit of structure at the moment, but I'm interested in a structure a little bit higher. We actually almost tagged it. We can get this off the 4 hour. So you can see there's quite a bit of interaction here. Okay, and that's 133.614. So quite a bit of interaction around this level. That's the area that I'm looking to see price come off. If you're watching carefully, you'll see inverse head and shoulders here, rounding bottom, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much a structure as far as I'm concerned, and it's a series of higher lows and higher highs. So this one definitely be trading off the hour. Just going to zoom in so we can just see the candlesticks at the moment. And you can see on the hour, we also have quite a bit of structure here as well. If you look to the left, okay, you can see a whole lot of support. Yeah, was resistance, now support. Okay, we're bouncing off it. So I definitely want to see 133614 go. I want to see that break up the upside and then come back and test it. Okay, so at the moment we are sideways for the last day and a bit, 2 days or so, and quite volatile. But I do think, by the looks of things, we're going to get a breakthrough here. Okay, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, yet another inverse head and shoulders pattern here and a breakout. Okay, if I look to the left, you can see a lot of congestion here. But I do believe that this is also another one that we need to pay attention to because it is going to offer some longs as well. So quite a few longs setups for next week, which is actually just continuing from last week. Okay, so yeah, if you're looking, we're on the 4 hour here. You can see we have had sort of a breakthrough of the structure here. I'd like to see a retest. So pullback, retest on structure, and again, that's going to happen off the hour, guys. So you need to get your levels in on the hour, and that's kind of the areas that I'd be looking in. Okay, so the first one would be 111768, then 111664, and then the big level would be 111483. But definitely looking for buying opportunities there. If this trend is up, you can see it's pretty clear to the upside. No, not really sideways, definitely trending up and definitely opportunity to buy. Pound USD, okay, similar kind of situation here with the pound. So you can see we're kind of going nowhere, and now we've created a low, higher low, higher low, sort of a high, the first higher high, second higher high. Okay, so this does look like it has turned around and actually starting to head back to the levels that it was. And if you look to the left, I mean, that's kind of, we were up there for quite some time. And you look, a lot of interaction around this 126, 130 area. Okay, so just drilling down for 4 hour. This is another setup that I'll be watching next week as well, because you can see we have made these higher highs firstly, but you can see there is a lot of structure. Just beautiful setups that I like trading anyway. Okay, you can see this level here where we rejected it, okay, which is 122645, and came to the upside, pulled back, and you'll find it pulled back onto structure on the hour here for another move to the upside. So you've got to keep your wits about you when it's this volatile. You can see how volatile it's been. Big up, big down, big up. But I think something is going to transpire here, and it's probably more than likely a break to the upside. So what I'd be doing is getting my levels in. Okay, obviously this area here is the area that we need to break through. Okay, and moving on to the DAX. So the DAX, pretty similar to what's happening on the S&P. We had, I'm on the monthly chart here. If you just come down to the weekly, and you'll see no reason to be short on this market right now. We are coming up to a bit of structure here, and this is also by the looks of things, a Fibonacci level. Yeah, we're bouncing off the 61.8 at the moment. US markets have already destroyed that level. So let's just get that level in, and we can delete that. So the areas that I'd be watching on this is really, trend is up, it is long, it looks like a bit of a flag that's forming here. If you see that there. So yeah, I think a break of this flag, or pretty much a break of this level, which is 11705, is going to give us some upside. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be long on this market either. So definitely watching for breaks to the upside. So obviously I'm looking for a break and a retest of 11705, and that should get us some opportunities to stay long. Okay, and you can see this consolidation here. Nice strong trend to the upside, and then 1, 2, 3 swings down, and 3 swings up. But this is really, for me, it's just coming onto structure. And the structure it's coming onto is right over here. you look to the left, you'll see, in actual fact, I'm just going to do that. So if you look to the left, you'll see, there it is there, 11543, 11528. So that's the area which we bounced off, and it does look like that would have been a fairly decent area to get long. But again, on a Friday afternoon, well, Friday evening, quite late, not really the time of day that I'd like trading anyway. Okay, now the interesting thing that you need to look at is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is fairly close to the all-time highs again. So yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Nasdaq at the moment. It after the big sell-off, pretty much recovered most of the gains or the losses already. I think we are basically 1.7% away, so we're 171 points away from all-time high. This is one that, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's absolutely no reason to be short Nasdaq. You should be looking for opportunities to be long, and you should be riding this trend to the upside. Okay, so every pullback is an opportunity to buy, as you can see. Okay, we do have a bit of congestion here and a little bit of indecision. You can see big swings up and down, but I think that's pretty much what normally happens at the end of the month as profit taking starts to happen for the month. So yeah, I don't see any reason that we should not be long on this market either. So basically, if you look at everything we've looked through this morning, it's long, 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 long. So it's long markets. That's risk on. It's short USD at the moment, or long alternate currency pairs against the USD. So Euro is also looking fairly strong at the moment, and DAX is looking fairly strong at the moment as well. So yeah, I think we're probably in for another week of gains, and that's probably the short and sweet of it as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's it for me this week, and yeah, hopefully we have another profitable week next week. But it does look like a lot of setups, and I've only picked on a few currency pairs, but there's a lot of other currency pairs as well which are really looking fairly strong. So yeah, I think opportunity to play on the dollar weakness and absolutely capitalize on the risk on feeling that we can see at the moment. So indexes are looking fairly strong. Anyway, guys, hope that helps you for the week, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning, bright and breezy. Stay safe, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.